That's why it was weird, Sai. We were all looking at each other.
Gaslighting narcissist asshole. I love the way you switched this. I'm talking about you, and you're talking about the that I said.
Guys, come on.
Virtual reality.
Hi, I'm Danny Murphy.
And I'm Evan Real.
And let's hear it for the girls of New York, because this second season, they wasted no time getting into everything.
You are unwell, Brynn.
I'm literally the most
clear. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. I won't do it. You know what? Me and you can have a conversation one-on-one on another time, but Satan, not today. Not today.
I know. I'm so glad that RHONY is back. It is truly my favorite time of the year. They wasted no time getting into the drama, but I feel like there was way too much time in between seasons. I've been waiting and waiting, and finally the girls are back, and they're better than ever.
Yeah, and I'm happy that they're back in fall. It feels very like a fall show. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that this is how the chips fell for it. And I'm also glad that we got to see them all, because like we followed them all on Instagram, of course. I'm glad we got to see Brynn's lovely apartment.
I have a new apartment. I left the West Village and I migrated north to Gramercy Park.
Yes, very pretty. Yes.
It's balls to the face.
Look, ball.
No, you went for it, really.
I really did.
Balls to the face, yes, balls in your face. I did love that aesthetic, though. I would never think to use balls as the inspiration for one's living room / maybe entire apartment. I think it was more in the living room where she kept the balls. Yeah, which is a good place to keep the balls. Like balls out of the bedroom, because it's kind of like very much the Brynn ethos. It's like balls in the bedroom, I'm gonna tease, or balls in the living room, not in the bedroom. I'm gonna tease you a little bit, and then she's gonna leave Mr. Whoever with blue balls.
Okay.
I feel like that's the Brynn way. I feel like she would agree with me.
I think she would too. I think she's kind of like, you can, because also you have to get into like, you can be in the living room, but the bedroom is a different story. And that closet is a third story, because
oh my God,
I need a spinoff of it.
I know, truly. Like there could be a whole docuseries about her apartment and her move to Gramercy.
I do also think there could be a docuseries, well, I guess that is called The Real Housewives of New York, of her decorating it, particularly with Jessel and Jenna, because the gossip session they had on that lovely couch, display couch, that I wonder if Jessel thought was chic, even though Brynn doesn't want her styling.
Jessel's taste, it exists. It's hers.
No. But she doesn't want her style, but she wants her tea.
Yeah.
Which I want both from Jessel.
Yeah, well, first I do want to mention how shady Brynn was in that confessional. We love you, Brynn. But you really, I mean, did you really dogged on poor little Jessel, who I think has perfectly fine taste. I think she has exquisite taste.
Not perfectly fine.
That was not meant to be shade. Perfectly exquisite taste. I think Jessel has a really great taste. She always looks good, and her apartment is also stunning. So I think Brynn says the taste is there. I think it is quite exceptional. Anyways, she has taste according to Evan, but she has honesty according to Brynn, and she
at all.
Yeah,
Brynn at all.
Yes.
Because I didn't expect the first drama of episode 1 to be of debating if Jenna Lyon was poor or not.
Erin told Brynn and I a story. Erin and Jenna had lunch in the Hamptons. Jenna's hoopty vintage car broke down. Erin offered to call an Uber, and Jenna never paid her back. Brynn remembers a whole other version.
She was like, she's having money problems. Brynn, her car broke down, and I offered to get her an Uber, and she said yes, and then she didn't pay me back.
I know, but I kind of love, because it's like one of those things that like you would only expect to happen on RHONY, where it's like so why it's like fighting over cheese, fighting over why Jenna Lyons is like, if Jenna Lyons is poor,
yes,
it's actually hysterical. Like RHONY is not, like, even in the RHONY OG days, it was a comedy, and I feel like it still kind of is a comedy in some ways. But apparently, what happened is Erin and Jenna were in the Hamptons, and Jenna's little old school car that she loves so much broke down, and she had to make her way back to the city via an Uber that Erin paid for, which was apparently $250, and Erin was upset that she had to foot the bill.
Which fair.
Erin was like, I swear it didn't go down that way. I'm like, what am I gonna do? There's two sides to the story. Everyone is a gossip. No one gets out of here alive.
There's zero chance that I said it.
She 1,000% said it.
I just thought it was annoying that I had to pay for the Uber. Like, shoot me.
Yeah, $250 is a big chunk of change, but
I don't think it is to Jenna Lyons, which is the issue. It's a chunk of change to everybody besides like when your dog drinks coffee and you have like a $5 million penthouse in Soho. You're like, oh, what? Yeah.
So Erin paid the Uber. Jenna never paid her back. I think if Erin had sent a Venmo request, I think that Jenna would have very happily paid her back.
But are like really rich people on Venmo, you know?
Oh, that's true.
like Jenna's like, what is that?
Oh, right. She's like, explain, please explain.
You're like, oh, you need my, huh? Yeah, like I don't think, like she would also, I feel like Jenna's just like, oh, just take this like 10K Cartier bracelet. I'm like, actually, Erin, you should have just done that.
She should have.
What a trade-off.
But speaking of please explain, Brynn explained it to Jenna. And because Erin was apparently recapping the situation to Jessel and Brynn. And Brynn had a very specific take on the matter. She was like, basically, Erin said you were poor. Jessel thinks, and I think if I were to assume, I think that would happen here is that, like Jessel said, I think Erin was adding some humor to the situation.
Erin even said in a confessional she's a storyteller.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a storyteller. In me trying to bring levity to the situation with Brynn, I was like, oh my God, it was so funny. And I told her the whole story. Never did I say she had money problems.
So I feel like she was maybe a little pissed, and to sort of like soften the blow of having to pay $250, she was maybe said something like, what, is she poor? So I don't know. We weren't there. We'll never see it. It wasn't on camera, unfortunately.
Do you think Brynn did any of this as retaliation for the Jeff Lewis situation?
Where's the money coming from?
I don't know. I just don't. I know she used to work a lot.
If you were to guess, do you think someone is helping her financially?
Honestly, no.
Huh.
I don't think so.
What do you think, Jeff?
Yep.
You think so?
Oh,
I mean,
because she's like, oh, you're calling me a call girl. I'll tell Jenna what you called her.
Right. I think that Erin even said that later on at the party. Like, is this just like, is this payback? Is this revenge?
Felt like maybe she was trying to get me back for Jeff Lewis. It just felt really shitty.
And maybe it was, maybe subconsciously it was, because that really
hit a nerve,
got to Brynn's core, which I think, and she explained this to us when we had her in studio, like it's just a thing that keeps coming up. How does she make her money? How does she get her money? It's this like silly rumor that keeps persisting. She's a marketing maven. It's also funny. I'm like, I wonder how anybody has money in New York. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just Brynn. Sometimes, like, I wonder how, like, you know, like, I'm like, how am I making it? I don't know. That every time I'm not like evicted, I'm like, wow, it's a win. So that's why I'm like, I don't get why people are asking like the questions, especially now when it's like, you're all on the show. Right. We're all making like a pretty little penny from Bravo. So it's like, why are you still wondering what she's up to? And also, I feel because a lot of like blogs and everything like this last year asked her all about, or like brought all that up, and she was just like, I'm like a single girl. She's like, I support myself. Like, it's not like she's like, how is Brynn affording like 5 kids in a penthouse? Like, until now she was in like a 1-bedroom in the West Village, which is very, very fancy. Right. But like, wasn't like Rockefellering. I mean, like, I want her life, but it's not like it's not someone who's like outrageous. Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, let's dissect that Erin Jeff Lewis clip a little bit, because if you were Brynn, would you be upset with the way Erin handled the situation?
I don't think so.
What do you think, Jeff?
Yep.
You think so?
Oh, because call girl never came out of her mouth. Yeah. I would be, because it's a thing that Brynn has been angry about for like since she's been on the show. And Erin knows that. Because I think if like it was like, if he was making fun of Brynn for, I don't know, like how she dresses or XYZ or something like that. You know what I mean? Like maybe Brynn would be like, okay, blah, blah, blah. But something that like twisted knife. And then also, and I love Erin, the way she kind of gave a little smirk for it. She's like, I don't think that. Do you? Yeah. Like she kind of went like, ee. So that's why Brynn is upset. And I said and even when Brynn was here, I said to her, I was like, Jeff Lewis is a pressure cooker. Like, you're not going to talk to him without something happening. Right. So, you know, Sai knows. Rebecca Minkoff knows. It just happens. It happens. Do you think it was okay for her to be a little PO'd at? I mean, I think so, because of the way you just explained it. Like, this is something that is a trigger for Brynn and Erin, who has been close with Brynn and like they know each other, like they're friends. So she knows that. So maybe I can see how it was hurtful to Brynn that she didn't step in a more severe way to shut it down. Because I could see like on the flip side, if like Brynn was on Jeff Lewis, which I don't think she ever will do, but if he was like making fun of like Erin and Abe swinging, I don't think Erin would care. But if he was like making fun of like Mezcaloom or like her business or like her parenting, I think, and Brynn was like, hee, I don't know. It'd be like everyone has their buttons that they don't want to press. Yeah. Yeah. But it wasn't just Erin. It wasn't just Jenna. There was also
Jenna,
it was Jenna. It was Jenna again, but this time,
which is so funny because last season Jenna wasn't in any drama, and now she's like, "Can I just dress like a vagina? What's happening? What's happening here?"
I know. Wait, before we get into the side of it all, what did you think of her vagina dress?
Tell them what Cass said about the dress.
She told me I looked like a vagina with its period.
This is like the string. It's like the string.
She's rich, so I mean, I happy for her.
Yeah, pink is a good color for her.
It looks comfortable.
Yeah, it did look comfortable.
Girl. Yeah,
and I like seeing her in pink. I feel like we don't see her in a lot of color.
And also, you know what? In like New York City traffic, having a little string to play with.
Oh my god,
was
totally.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my god, we're here. I could just. It's better for the eye. She's like, who needs Candy Crush?
Who needs Candy Crush when you got your
pull a period? Right. Yeah, that's her game now.
Anyway, so Sai.
Did you hear the part where Jenna came up to me and was like, I don't understand why you keep telling people you hate me?
According to Brynn, apparently was talking a lot of shit, which she did admit to. She said, I was talking shit. Jenna was not my favorite person. However, I never said that I hated her.
When I'm angry, I will talk shit about everybody, okay? I don't really recall Jenna ever making me angry. Was she my favorite person last year? No.
So she wanted to make that very clear. Apparently, from what Jenna heard, Brynn relayed the information as Sai hates her.
Well, it's funny because like Jenna's like, you said that you hate me and can't stand me, and Sai's like, well,
I did say I didn't like you. I never said I hated you.
Second thing I said.
Yeah, she's like, I can't stand you. Like,
and then also when Erin was like, you said it in text. Like,
I went through our chats today.
I said I can't stand her.
You did say the can't stand and everything. But when she got caught, Sai never denied it once. She was saying her truth. So she kind of was like, yeah, I like to gossip. Which, who among us?
And that's what I do love about Sai is that she really does keep it real. And I do think that, especially after her therapy journey that she's currently in the middle of, it seems like accountability is very easy for her, which we love to see. And I know that accountability isn't easy for any of us, let alone a real housewife. They don't really love their accountability.
Not so much. They don't like accountability, but they do like to tag team. And I think that's how Brynn's poor brother, who just wanted a little flower shop rooftop party, did not go well.
Yeah.
It
was very dramatic.
Where I feel like Brynn, the only person Brynn really had on her side was half of Jessel.
Yeah, and then freaking poor Jessel, she was brought into the drama because here's Jessel with the Erin and Jenna situation. She's like, look, she was just trying to be funny. It's like really not that big of a deal. And then all of a sudden, the Dory text comes up, which was so. I mean, I know I just said I love Sai for keeping it real, but I don't know, Sai, you didn't have to keep it this real.
You have to keep it animated.
Like comparing Pavitt to Dory from Finding Nemo.
It was weird because you called her husband a name.
You, Jessel, and your Dory from Finding Nemo look alike husband too.
I think I can't remember the exact wording, but it was like your Dory ass looking husband, something along those lines. That's rough.
I did also love when Sai's like, Brynn, you made the vibe so awkward and weird. And Brynn's like, well, you sent this text before coming in. What did you expect? I also love that Sai came ready to rumble, I guess. So she's sending this text and then going to hang out.
Yeah, I know. I kind of like, that's pretty admirable. That takes courage, strength, and maybe a little bit of delusion. I don't know. I'm into it though. I love it. I would love to send a ruthless text and then meet my girl up.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, dog. Yeah. And have my coffee.
But I mean, look, Dory actually isn't the worst comparison because Dory is adorable. Like she really is.
Yeah.
She's very endearing.
I'd rather get called an animated creature than like an actual doppelganger that I hate. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. It's like, oh, you think I look like Dory?
Yeah,
like
I'm like someone went to like graduate school to graphic design that or animate that. So thank you.
Right, exactly. And I am pretty sure that like Finding Dory and Finding Nemo, like they've had to.
They're successful franchises.
Like I think they're like award-winning animated,
and also
at least
knowing
awards for me.
Pavitt, like how he is leaned into full food influencer, he's gonna take this and run with it.
What did your husband do? Oh, he's a food influencer. What the I married a banker. How the hell am I married to a food influencer all of a sudden?
Oh, so
Halloween costume.
Oh my God, Pavitt! If you do not dress up like Dory from Finding Nemo,
for
that, that's so smart.
I don't think if Jessel will dress up as Nemo though.
I could see her doing like
her interpretation of
a very like elegant couture. Like, can you imagine some sort of slinky, scaly, sequined orange dress with some like white and black embellishments.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Okay, that's true. Okay, she do her spin on it. Yeah.
Well, what did you think of their little Carol's Buns scene?
This is the spot right here, Carol's Buns.
You said it was a nice place.
This is it.
Carol's Buns?
Carol's Buns. Look at it.
Stop it, Puppet.
Yeah, this is the spot.
I mean, that was so. In the subway, Jessel on a subway.
I need it forever and ever.
So I'm not familiar with the MT. Is it called the MTA?
What's this? Look at that. Comfortable.
Hi.
I wouldn't do that.
Hi.
You just don't do that.
Oh.
It's so good. I wish it had been longer. I wish it was like a whole like a Simple Life episode because it felt like the Simple Life to me.
I want to take the subway to Coney Island with Jessel. Just
Can you
all
not?
the way.
She would literally be like banging on the door, like full hysteria.
Oh, it'd be so funny. And then she gets off and she'd be like, "What is this?" Yeah.
Do you think Jessel's been to Coney Island?
No.
Jessel, have you been to Coney Island?
No.
No.
Without a doubt. I feel like she probably loved what Uptown Girls. Maybe I feel she loved Uptown Girls.
Oh yeah,
and she's like, "Yeah, I'm
probably.
going Uptown."
Yeah.
Not with the girls. Right. No, thank you. But at Carol's Bun, I do want to go eat there because it did look really good.
Yeah, it did look good. I mean, there's only one table, so you got to maybe make a reservation.
I didn't love that.
Yeah.
Jess, I'm on your side with that. I would have taken it to go, but yeah.
You want to be eaten there, enjoy
with the train noise and everything.
The surrounding ambiance wasn't for you.
Not for me.
But apparently there's a room in the back for Jessel's birthday party, according to Pavitt.
Let's paint the town. I am curious how the rest of this will play out because we had the first storm off of the season episode 1 with Brynn.
What's going on? Uh-oh. Already?
You leaving? What the hell? What just happened?
Starting off after, therapy has, therapy is a never-ending journey. So Sai was really being grounded until she said, "You're an unwell narcissistic B," I think.
You are unwell, Brynn. I'm literally the very clear. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan.
So
unwell. So Sai was really leaning into the unwell.
She's Alex Coopering
of it all. Yeah, she's like trying to get a podcast with Alex Cooper, possibly. Although Sai does have a great podcast. I do love her podcast. She has a lot of things to say. Yeah, so maybe she will get signed with Unwell pretty soon. But yes, she loved the word unwell. That is, I don't think that's the nicest thing to call somebody. Sai.
Maybe she's a Matchbox 20 fan. Remember that song? I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell.
Crazy. I'm just a little unwell. Wait,
and also, who's well? Again, who can afford New York and who's well? Not me.
Wait, no, but Brynn did clap back. She was like, I'm the wellest. I'm actually the most well.
Literally the very clear.
I'm the
I do. I love you.
I love that.
That sounds like something an unwell person would say. I'm the most well. Okay.
I do love that. That's what she clapped back with. But speaking of unwell, what we haven't talked about was that opening scene.
We're on a schedule, so I'm just trying to stay on it.
Yeah, I don't need this today, please. Do you know what I had to deal this week?
You want the tape her. She said that.
She's a 6-foot toddler.
Bitch.
The way this season opened with the photo shoot, the promo, the opening credit shoot with all the girls, the palpable tension between Brynn and Uba. We know that according to the trailer that they get into it with Dress Barn, and you sucked a D for a job. Yeah. So I think it gets nasty, it gets crazy, but I never expected that it would get to the point where they can't talk to each other, where Uba's kind of yelling at the producer because things are so tense. She's like, I can't do this anymore. And then Brynn's like, I'm going to storm off.
And also Brynn not getting mic'd.
He doesn't want to be mic'd.
I don't even know how they're going to be in the same room together today.
It was up. I know.
What the is happening?
What just went down was insane.
That was shocking.
It was shocking.
Don't know how this gets repaired.
Everybody needs to be ready.
Can we just put it in a hair tie? They're not going to see the back of my head, aside from when I storm out the door.
Brynn not getting mic'd. It was like, what do you think happened? Do you think it's deeper than the Dress Barn and sucking dick?
It has to be. You know what I mean? Because I think Uba's laughing off the Dress Barn. Well,
sort of. I don't know.
I think those are two they're not out of left field. You know what I mean? Because it's thing like Brynn's dealing with the call girl thing in this episode. So I couldn't imagine that being what makes or break. I think those could be the matches that lit up something else that maybe they go in for a little bit like what cuts deeper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? My mind is spinning in some ways of where things, and I don't want to like, you know what I mean? Where I don't know if it's about like their future, everything like that, you know, because like they're both trying to have families. Like I don't know how deep and ruthless they go.
Right.
But my mind is wandering that it could go a lot of places.
And I guess it kind of makes sense because as we saw from their first reunion, Uba and Brynn got into it. I think they were like,
put you in the funeral home.
Yeah, put you in the funeral home. So maybe it seems like Brynn was trying to carry out the mission or vice versa. I'm not really sure. It does make me very sad because I love both of them so much. And I think that although we have I think they had good moments during their first season. I feel like they have good chemistry when they're getting along.
I think that, and like Erin and Uba are fine now. They're besties now, and like they were.
And Erin and Brynn are good.
Yeah.
So I think hopefully Erin can be some sort of bridge between the two. If you did clock it, I think Erin and Jessel had a moment during the opening credits where they're like, we're caught in the middle. We're very close with both of them.
We need to stand up for what's right.
I feel like you and I are kind of in the middle of this. We're both really close with Uba. We're both really close with Brynn.
So I feel like Jessel and Erin could be a good team to bring them together again.
That's true. What did make me laugh how this episode ended was all the chaos and Uba walking in late, like, hi, everybody.
Hey.
Uba! Thank God.
What's happening?
She totally did it on purpose because remember when all the girls met up with it was Rebecca, Erin, and Uba. They were talking about Brynn's party, and Uba's like, "Oh, I have a dinner. I'll probably be there late." You could even tell from that scene that Uba's energy with Brynn was already in some sort of vibe.
Okay.
I think that something happened off camera, like in between seasons, that the girls were brewing on before getting deeper, darker.
Because they had a BravoCon in between filming, and they also had like holiday time and everything like that.
Yeah.
Brynn and Jessel did our live show. I don't think she said anything bad about Uba there. I don't know. We'll have to do some. I'm curious.
Yeah. I don't remember her saying anything about Uba then.
But I feel the main takeaway is that I loved her cheetah jacket, Brynn, when she walked out. I know.
It was good. Honestly, all the looks are so good on RHONY. It's like, you know how Miami, the Real Housewives of Miami is just like eye candy. Everything like looks good. It's so pretty. It's so bright. It's so pink and green and sparkly. I feel like RHONY is eye candy. It's obviously a different aesthetic than Miami, but it just like looks so pretty and it looks so good. Like with the new cast and everything, it just, I don't know. I could watch it forever.
It's aspirational. It's like HGTV, Fashion Network. It's everything at once, which is great.
If you could trade lives with one girl on the RHONY cast, who would it be? I feel like I know your answer.
Wait, who do you think I'm going to say?
I think you're going to say Jenna. No?
No, because I don't want to share my coffee with the dog.
What is he crying for? Is he crying for my tea?
No,
He thinks it's coffee.
No disrespect. I like my coffee.
Okay.
I think it would be Brynn because I love the 2-bedroom apartment, and I don't know, like all the other ones are like super moms, but if I'm going to be like a housewife for a day, I'm going to sleep in and then go to Bergdorf's.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
She's a Bergdorf's brat, as she told us.
Yeah. What about you?
I think I would... I guess it would be Brynn.
Yeah.
It would be Brynn too because I love the apartment and it just seems like she goes through life like every day is a new adventure.
Yeah.
There might be a few tears here and there. There might be a storm off, but at the end of the day, like she's feeling good and feeling fine and she's got 1,000 friends.
1,000 friends. Yeah. Honorary runner-up would be, even though, well, her kids are a little bit older, so easier to move her Sai because I love her apartment.
Oh my God. Well, we've been to Sai's house and like
it's nice.
It's so beautiful. Yeah. I would switch places with Sai too. Actually, Brynn or Sai, she's got the cute husband, she's got the cute kid. So it really depends on like what kind of lifestyle you want. Although I am loving Brynn's new dog, Sugar. She is so cute, so adorable. So I would be like, I think what she said, like, it's really hard to be a hot dog mom. Like I would love
to be a hot dog mom, DMing Lewis Hamilton.
I know.
That's when I will, if that connection happens, that's when I'm freaking Fridaying with her.
Yeah, totally.